Sairam children. So today we are back again with our English composition class. Yes? Children, before we begin today's session, let me ask you, do you all enjoy stories? Yes? Do you all like to read storybooks? Or do you all enjoy listening to stories? Yes? Exactly. All of us love to hear stories or love to read stories, right? Your grandparents, your parents would have told you so many stories, or you all would have read so many storybooks, right? It is fun reading books. When I was of your age, even I used to read a lot of stories, and I used to really enjoy reading books. Okay, but today we are going to learn to write stories. Okay, so today's topic is writing stories. So today we are going to learn story writing. Yes, children, isn't it fun? So let's continue. Let's see what we are going to do. We are going to learn to write story using an outline. That means points would be given to you. Based on that outline, you're going to frame sentences and form a story. Okay? So an outline describes a sequence of events with characters in the form of points or short phrases. An outline describes a sequence of events. Sequence of events means what and all are happening in the story. What are the things that's going on in the story that will be given to us in a particular order, and who are the characters in the story will also be mentioned in the outline in the form of points or short phrases. Okay, and we are going to use this and write a story. So an outline describes a sequence of events with characters in the form of points or short phrases. So let's have a look at what outline looks like. We have an outline here. Yes, traveler, passing through forest, river flowing, tiger came often to drink water, old, could not hunt, lured greedy travelers by showing gold bangles, traveler overjoyed, jumps into the river, got stuck in mud, tiger ate him up. Yes, see here children, these are just the points. There's no full sentences here, okay? Just a word or a phrase given, and you have to use this and write a story, okay? So an outline is a word or phrase given to you in the form of points telling us about the sequence of the story. Yes, what is the sequence of the story? Who are the characters of the story is mentioned in this outline. But when we write a story, what are the main important things we need to know? About whom are we writing? There has to be some characters of the story in the story, right? So the characters in a story may be people, they can be animals, and sometimes even non-living things who talk and behave like human beings, right? So the characters in the story can be anyone. They can be people like us. We can write stories about the animals also, yes, or we can write stories even on non-living things who talk and behave just like human beings. Yes, so here there's a picture showing you characters that can come in a story. It can be human being like us, can be creatures, animals, or even non-living things. Now, while writing stories, we need to keep certain points in our mind, right? Some important points that we need to remember while writing a story. So let's see that. Read the outline of the story carefully and understand what the story is all about. Right? Whatever outline has been given to you, read the outline of the story carefully, maybe 2 times or 3 times, and understand what the story is all about. What do you understand from the outline? About whom are we talking? And what are the sequences that is mentioned in the outline? So read the outline of the story carefully and understand what the story is all about. Next, develop the points of an outline into complete sentences. Okay? There are points given in an outline or phrases given in an outline. You have to frame them, develop them into complete sentences. So the second point to remember is develop the points of an outline into complete sentences. The next would be follow the outline of the story. That means whatever sequence is mentioned in the story, you're going to follow the same sequence. You're not going to change the sequence of the points given in the outline. Okay? However, in whichever sequence the points are mentioned, you're going to develop sentences in the same sequence. You will not change the order of the sentences. So you're going to follow the sequence in which the points are given. And these points form the series of events in the story. Okay? So these points are given in such a way that they form the series of events in the story. So you cannot change the order. You have to develop the story in the same sequence as the points in an outline. The next point is, do not omit any part of the line. Whatever is given in the outline, you're going to use it to develop your story. You're not going to omit any part of the line. You're not going to leave anything. Each word or each phrase given in an outline, you're going to use it to form your story. Do not include unrelated or unnecessary events that may change the story completely. Do not include any unrelated or unnecessary events, that which is not necessary. Just go according to the sequence given in an outline, develop the points that's given there. There is no need for you to add something which is not related to the story or which is unnecessary. Okay, so don't include anything unrelated or unnecessary, and that may change the story completely. If you write something else, the story will change completely. So keep in mind the points given, the phrases given, the sequence given, and write the story keeping all this in mind. Okay. The next, every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like every other thing that we learned, be it an essay or a letter, even the story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay. Include details to make the story interesting and enjoyable to read. You can add expressions or some funny comments to make the story look more interesting and enjoyable to the reader. The one who is reading your story should enjoy it and should be interested in reading your story. So you can include certain details to make your story look interesting and enjoyable. Next, write the story in the past tense even if the outline provided is in the present tense. Past means that which is already over. So when you're writing a story, you're talking about something that is already over, that has already happened. Yes, so you're going to write it in past tense. Even if the outline provided to you is in the present tense, you will write the story in the past tense as if everything is already over and you're narrating the events to somebody else. Okay? Introduce dialogue and conversation to make the story engaging. In between, while writing the story, you can introduce dialogue or conversation to make the story more engaging. That means you can introduce dialogues of any of the characters in the story so that the story becomes more interesting and more engaging. Remember to give a suitable title to the story. Like everything else, we need to give a suitable title to the story. Yes, now the title can be something related to the characters in the story or the sequence or events of the story. Okay, so choose a title that is related to the main characters or events of the story. Yes, just observe who are the characters in the story, who are the main characters of the story. So you can decide on a title based on the main characters or which are the important events of the story. Your title can be based on that. Yes, so you have to choose a title that is related to the main characters or events of the story. Now, even while writing the title, you need to keep it in mind that you have to use title casing in which the main words begin with capital letters. Okay? So when you're writing the title of the story, you have to keep in mind that the main words in the title begin with capital letters. For example, if I give the title as The Greedy Traveler, right? So here the main words are the, since it's the first letter, so T will be capital. Greedy Traveler is the title that I have chosen. So greedy G has to be capital and traveler T has to be capital. So the main words of the story, the main words of the title will begin with a capital letter. Now, that since we have already seen the steps, I hope you all have followed the steps that we saw just now. We are going to construct a story using the given outline. Okay, we will use the same outline that we saw earlier and we are going to construct a story. Right? Now, children, I want you all to remove your composition book. Yes, open a new page. Write the date, on the left hand side, we write the question and our composition, whatever we are writing, the story that we write will be on the right hand side. So open your composition book, write today's date on the left hand side of your page and write the heading as story writing. Yes. Now on the first line, you're going to write this question. Construct a story using the given outline. Construct a story using the given outline. Right, children? Are you all ready? Have you all written this? On the left side page, you're going to write the date on top. Today's date is 16-10-2020. Right? Then write the heading as story writing. And the first line below that, write the question, construct a story using the given outline. Yes? Now in the next line, we are going to write the outline. On the left hand side itself, we are going to write the outline of the story given to us. So write this. Below the question, write the outline. Traveler, leave some space. Passing through forest, again put some dashes. River flowing, again dash. Tiger came often to drink water, again a dash. old, again a dash, could not hunt. Put a dash again. Lured greedy travelers by showing gold bangles. Lured, L-U-R-E-D, greedy travelers by showing gold bangles. Traveler overjoyed, jumps into the river. Traveler overjoyed, jumps into the river. Put a dash again. Got stuck in mud. Got stuck in mud. Put a dash again. Tiger ate him up. Tiger ate him up. Okay, so this is the outline that has been given to us, and we are going to construct a story using this outline. Now tell me, children, who are the main characters in this? From this, can you make out who are the characters here? Yes, we have a traveler, a tiger, gold bangle, yes, and we have a forest, right? Where do they meet? In the forest. So who are the main characters? Old traveler and tiger. Now think of a suitable title. You know the characters, you have seen the events. Think of a suitable title. Any title which is based on the characters of the story or the events of the story. So I have selected the heading as, I have selected the title as A Greedy Traveler. Okay. So the title of my story is A Greedy Traveler. Now where are you going to write this? Correct. You're going to write this on the right hand side on the top. Right? Children, I hope you all remember how you're supposed to write in a composition book. I have been telling you repeatedly again and again. Yes, left hand side is only for the question. Composition, whatever topic, be it an essay, letter or a story now, you will write it on the right hand side only. So on the top, you're going to write the title. What is the title? A Greedy Traveler. Done? Now let us begin with the story. Yes, you already have the outline with you. So now we begin with the story. Once upon a time, I put a comma after that, a traveler was passing through a forest. Okay. Once upon a time, a traveler was passing through a forest. There was a cool river flowing through the forest. There was a cool river flowing through the forest. Even though the traveler was tired and thirsty, he did not stop by to drink water. Even though the traveler was tired and thirsty, he did not stop by to drink water. He knew that the forest was dangerous and so kept moving. He knew that the forest was dangerous and so kept moving. Okay, so how am I starting the story? I'm going to start it as once upon a time, long time back. Okay, a traveler was passing through a forest. There was a cold river flowing through the forest. Even though the traveler was tired and thirsty, he did not stop by to drink water. Why? Because he knew that the forest was dangerous and so kept moving. Okay. Now let's see what we're going to write after this. This becomes your beginning. Yes. Now the middle. A tiger often came to the river to drink water. He was very old and could not hunt. He used to lure the travelers by showing a gold bangle he got from somewhere. Suddenly, the old man saw the tiger on the other side of the river and wanted to escape from there. Okay, children? Now, once again, let's see the first para. This is the beginning. Yes, here we are saying, once upon a time, a traveler was passing through a forest. There was a cool river flowing through the forest. And even though the traveler was tired and thirsty, he did not stop by to drink water. Why? Because he knew that the forest was dangerous and so he kept moving. Okay, this is the beginning, the first para. After this, you're going to leave a line and then you're going to start the next para. And as always, we're going to start it from the margin. We're not going to leave any place, any space there. We're not going to give any space there. You just have to leave a line after this para and write the second para. What does the second para say? A tiger often came to the river to drink water. Okay? A tiger often came to the river to drink water. He was very old and could not hunt. He was very old and could not hunt. The tiger had become very old now and he was not in a position to hunt. So we are writing, he was very old and could not hunt. He used to lure the travelers by showing gold bangle he got from somewhere. The tiger had got a gold bangle from somewhere and he used to lure the travelers. That means he used to show the travelers that and make them fall for his cunning wit. Okay? He used to fool them by showing a gold bangle and tell them that he will give it to them and he used to kill them and eat them. So he used to lure the travelers by showing a gold bangle he got from somewhere. Suddenly, the old man saw the tiger on the other side of the river and wanted to escape from there. Now, while this old man was walking, he saw the tiger on the other side of the river and wanted to escape from there. So we have written, suddenly the old man saw the tiger on the other side of the river and wanted to escape from there. Next, the tiger called out to the old man and told him, would you like to take this gold bangle? I don't need it. So when the tiger sees that the old man is trying to run away, the tiger called out to the old man. He calls out to the old man and what does he say? He tells him, would you like to take this gold bangle? I don't need it. He is asking the old man, would you like to take this gold bangle? I don't need it. The traveler stopped. He wanted the gold bangle but was hesitant to go near the tiger. He said, how can I trust you? Now the traveler was greedy. He wanted the gold bangle. So he stops, but he is scared to go near the tiger, right? Tiger is a wild animal. So he was hesitant to go near the tiger. And he said, how can I trust you? He's asking the tiger, how can I trust you? Right? So let's read this para again. The tiger called out to the old man and told him, would you like to take this gold bangle? I don't need it. The traveler stopped. He wanted the gold bangle but was hesitant to go near the tiger. He said, how can I trust you? Okay, understood till your children? Now let's move ahead. The tiger replied, I am old now. I don't have any teeth and my claws are blunt. So there is no need to fear me. Please come and take this bangle. Okay. So what does the tiger tell him now? The tiger tells him, I am old now and I don't have any teeth and my claws are blunt. Claws mean the nails on the tiger's paws. Okay. So he says, I am old now. I don't have any teeth and my claws are blunt. So there is no need to fear me. Please come and take this bangle. Okay. Clear, children? Now the old man was convinced and his greed for the gold overcame his fear. The old man was okay with it. He said, this tiger is old. He has no teeth, no nails. Yeah, no. So what he will do to me? And moreover, he was greedy. He wanted that gold bangle. So the fear was not there now. This greed for gold overcame his fear. Okay, so he jumped into the river to wade across to the tiger and got stuck in the mud. He jumped into the river to wade across means to swim across to the tiger. He wanted to go to the tiger and got stuck in the mud. When he jumped into the river and started swimming across to the tiger, he got stuck in the mud. There was sticky mud over there in which he got stuck and he could not move ahead. The cunning old tiger said, don't worry, I will help you. So what is the cunning old tiger telling him? Don't worry, I will help you. Let's read this again. The old man was convinced and his greed for the gold overcame his fear. He jumped into the river to wade across to the tiger and got stuck in the mud. The cunning old tiger said, don't worry, I will help you. Okay, so let's move ahead. Gradually, he came near the traveler, dragged him out, killed him and ate him up. So what did the tiger do? Slowly, gradually he came near the traveler. He dragged him out, killed him and ate him up. So gradually, he came near the traveler, dragged him out, killed him and ate him up. Like this, now the middle part is over. Now we are going to write the end, okay, the final. Like this, the traveler became victim of greed and the tiger was successful in his evil plan. Like this, the traveler became a victim of greed. Had the traveler not been greedy, his life would have been saved, right? But he was greedy and because of that, he had to lose his life. And the tiger was successful in his evil plan. So what did we learn from the story, children? That is going to be a moral. So in the end, we are going to write the moral. What is the moral of the story? Yes, greed has its downfall. So in the last line, I'm going to write moral. Greed has its downfall. I hope you all have understood, children. Yes, so let's stop here for today. We'll meet in our next class. Bye till then. Sign on.